NBC 39 News at 10 is brought to you by Physicians Quality Care, where we treat you like family. 2 locations, open 7 days a week. Now, from your hometown news team in the heart of downtown Jackson, this is NBC 39 News at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to NBC 39 News. I'm Meredith Mitchell.
And I'm Josh Egbert. With the primary season starting to heat up, the 2 major Democratic gubernatorial candidates here in the Hub City made a stop this afternoon.
NBC 39's Jackson Overstreet has more from the Jackson Exchange Club's Governor's Forum.
7 different candidates for governor, including both major Democratic candidates, Tennessee House Minority Leader Craig Fitzhugh and former Nashville Mayor Carl Dean, spent the afternoon speaking at the Jackson Exchange Club's Governor's Forum.
Oh, it's fantastic because, again, like we said, West Tennessee gets to hear what they have, what their issues are, what they're going to tell us, what they're going to stand for, what their platforms are. It's very exciting.
One of the major topics that came up during the forum was the Memphis Regional Megasite and the candidates' plans for it. For Representative Fitzhugh, his main plan will be seeing the full completion of the site.
We have to finish it, and we have to promote it then. We promoted it before it was finished, and we lost.
As for Dean, investing in the communities around the megasite will be critical.
Having good schools, having access to public health. And so we need to invest in the communities and listen to the local communities as we try to fill that site.
And to wrap up the forum, all the candidates were asked one last question. What do they think the biggest issue facing the state of Tennessee in the next 5 years?
I think public education is the key to our state moving forward in terms of recruiting good jobs, to getting better paying jobs here. I think it's key to public safety, it's key to health.
The expansion of Medicaid, we must do it. I hope it doesn't take 5 years. But it will give us a really good head start on some of these other problems.
In Jackson, for NBC 39 News, I'm Jackson Overstreet.
Now, your first weather.
Well, we had some showers and thunderstorms that moved through still all across Jackson. Nothing severe, although this line of storms certainly provided some heavy thunderstorms for areas like Arkansas and even further south into West Tennessee. Some power outages reported on the east side of the Memphis area. In the meantime, rain will continue, but as we head into the next few hours, this will move off toward the south and the east and subside quite a bit, and that means we're in for a quieter evening. You can see nothing behind it, but Jackson's still right there with those showers and thunderstorms as of 10 o'clock tonight. Again, the heaviest rain has moved out, and it is to the east of us, and then we'll start to see things really clear out and dry up in the next few hours. Right now, temperature around 72 in Dyersburg, Jackson 73. Certainly a lot cooler than it was earlier today now that that rain has come through and really cooled that air down quite a bit. Here's a look at your day tomorrow. Your first weather forecast for Wednesday starts off with temperatures in the 70s. It's another pretty steamy day outside, but the humidity levels may be off just a little bit from where they were today. We're trying to filter in a little bit of dry air. Regardless, we'll make it up to 86. It should feel like the low 90s. Chance for a couple of showers and thunderstorms again tomorrow, maybe not as much as today, and then we'll start to see things taper off a bit. I'll have a complete look at the rest of your week and your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
A 12-year-old girl is killed in Memphis, the victim of what police call an accidental shooting. The girl was shot inside her parents' car near an apartment complex this morning. Investigators say she was near an unsecured gun, and it's not clear who pulled the trigger, and there's no word on any charges.
The financial health and future of the city of Jackson was discussed this morning by the city council. The council held their first reading of the potential 2018-2019 fiscal year budget. The city is expected to set the budget at just over $72 million with an expected surplus of $500,000. The city is considering adjusting the property tax rate with the next budget and using the funds from that rate adjustment to help with some city services.
Some of it will be used for just miscellaneous equipment within the city, but by and large, at least 90% of that $1.5 million will go into resurfacing the city streets.
The council will meet again on June 26th to go over the final reading of that budget.
A big family decision is changing the structure of popular restaurant Royal Reed's.
But don't worry, it's not coming to an end. NBC 39's Camila Rada has more.
Well-known restaurant Royal Reed's is going back to its roots. Bernal Reed and her husband, Minor Reed, started it out as a catering service, but turned it into a restaurant in East Jackson more than 37 years ago.
She came and made this place what it is to this day. You know, what it is to this day is because of Vernell Reed, because of her and Daddy Reed, because of them.
Vernell Reed is now in her mid-80s and suffering from dementia. All 5 children have been caring for the family business, but they have decided to do what they call remodeling the business. We spoke over the phone to one of the sons, Ken Reed, and he says they made this decision because it's what their father would have wanted them to do.
Honestly, it's bittersweet, but it's more sweet because we get to honor the things that our parents started.
Many of the customers come on a regular basis and are supportive of their decision.
You feel just like a part of the family because they know what you eat, they know what you like, they know everything about you when you walk through that door.
Their last day open for lunch will be this Father's Day from 10:30 to 3:30. They will still be open for events, catering services, and 3 days out of the year: Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Easter. The family says the business will not be coming to an end because it's now a part of who they are, and they look forward to making it what it once was. For NBC 39 News, I'm Camila Rueda.
Now you don't have to have a bike in order to ride one. All you need is to download an app. Zagster has launched in Jackson and made rideshare possible. The city has started out with 4 locations, one behind Grubbs, one at Lane College, one at Union University, and one at West Tennessee Healthcare. You can even drop off the bike at a different location than where you picked it up. The president of the chamber says this is a big step for Jackson's economy and its future.
In many aspects, this was just Jackson catching up with a lot of communities. Now we've surpassed a lot of others in having bike share for a community this size, because when we have people visit, they're looking at moving here, relocating. That's something they expect.
After your free first hour, it's only $1 an hour to keep riding. Zagster has started out Jackson with just 20 bikes, but the more people that utilize them, the more locations that are to come in the future.
Well, it may still be a few months away until RIFA's annual Construction, but the organization already getting ready for the event. The organization held their kickoff event for the 15th annual fundraiser this afternoon. The group announced that the Christian music group Shane and Shane will be this year's headlining act at the event in September. The Construction competition represents RIFA's mission, according to their executive director.
Neat event, and it's a great fit with our mission, because our mission is to lead and engage the community in the fight against hunger. And Construction is basically bringing people together, teams of people, and design and build a structure made entirely out of canned food. And these are some pretty amazing sculptures. It's almost like an art exhibit.
Now, if you'd like to put a team together for this year's Construction, you can find out more by visiting rifajackson.org or by calling the number there on your screen, 731-427-7963.
In consumer news tonight, a major merger announced today. The $85 billion purchase by AT&T of Time Warner has been ruled legal by a federal judge. The decision clearing the way for a deal that will give the pay TV provider ownership of cable channels such as HBO, CNN, and TBS, as well as the Warner Brothers Film Studio. The Justice Department suing last year to block that merger, citing concerns that AT&T, who owns satellite television provider DirecTV, could change rival distributors more than Time Warner content, which would mean higher prices for customers.
Toys R Us stores are in the final phase of liquidation sales, and they're ramping up deep discounts for shoppers. The toy retailer says the new round of markdowns can be expected at all U.S. stores prepared to close. Now, discounts will range anywhere from 50 to 70% off store-wide. There are limited exclusions, though. Many popular items such as Nintendo and PlayStation gaming systems are already sold out at many locations, but there's still plenty of other toys and games to be had. Prices on most items are now beating out other major retailers.
Bush 41 and Bush 43 are together to celebrate number 94. Former President George W. Bush posted this photo on Instagram today. It's him and his father, former President George H.W. Bush. The caption reads, "I'm a lucky man to be named for George Bush and to be with 41 on his 94th birthday. The elder Bush is now the longest living former president, surpassing President Gerald Ford, who died at the age of 93. Mr. Bush is in Maine for the summer and was recently hospitalized for low blood pressure.
Well, still to come here on NBC 39 News Live at 10, President Donald Trump's top healthcare official is lowering expectations that drug companies will soon announce huge price cuts,
undercutting Trump's recent claims that his drug pricing plan would produce immediate results. More on how long consumers will have to wait.
And lots of colors on the map tonight. Obviously, we've been tracking showers and thunderstorms. The worst is over, but we still have some more to track for tomorrow. Stay with us. Your complete forecast is on its way.